welcome back into Kearney, Nebraska, where the Stars take a 3-1 loss tonight. I'm joined now for Coach's comments brought to you by Southside Auto Tech by head coach of the Stars, Cody Chupp. And Coach, it seemed like you guys had a solid first 40 other than that very first goal, but what do you think happened out there tonight?
You know what, a little bit frustrating. If you go back to the goals, the first one's a face-off play that should have been icing. Ends up on a face-off in our zone. They score on the face-off. The third one is a power play goal that was soft by every sense of the word. Like the call that put us down there is a little bit confusing when you watch 60 minutes of hockey where that happens 15 times. And then the second one, Tyler wants back for sure, no doubt. He should have had it. He knows it, and you know, it's a tough one. But I thought at times we were able to tilt the ice. We sustained some pressure, and you know, they did a good job. They have great goaltending. He makes the first save every time, and when they don't bail him out and get under sticks, he makes the second save too. So you know, I thought we did a good job at times getting to the net front. Anytime he sees it, he makes a save. You know, the one goal that we scored was a fantastic individual effort by Shane. Again, some positive things to take out of this, but at the end of the day, not the result that we wanted.
No, I mean, we've talked about it before in terms of just you know, consistency and whatnot, but tonight it just seemed like there wasn't a lot of puck luck on your side. I mean, you saw 2 posts there, you know, act as stopping some really good chances, but again, you mentioned the positives. You mentioned Shane Pinto's goal there. You know, just building off that into tomorrow, do you feel better about, again, that depth we've talked about in terms of having a few guys back and working them back in? We know, you know, a couple of guys still working their way all the way back, but does it feel at least a little bit better knowing that you have effectively up close to 4 lines now?
Yeah, I mean, I think getting guys healthy is huge for us, and you know, the biggest thing to me is if you're a guy that is not finding a lot of ice, if you're a 3rd, 4th line guy, you have to do things right to help the group. And what I mean by that is their defensemen had a fairly easy night tonight, picking up pucks behind their own net, skating it out of their own zone through the neutral zone and into our zone. That just can't happen, especially if you're a guy that doesn't play much. You have to be physical. You have to make it hard on their D. And I'm not saying dirty, and I'm not saying fight. I'm saying you have to play through bodies. You have to give us productive minutes that wear them down. You have to be able to play against their top D pair or their top line and do things right. And that's a little bit of what we're trying to find right now. Is we have a couple guys that do it, but it's not a whole team that does it. And I thought there were some good individual efforts tonight. I thought there were some guys that were still on break a little bit. So for us tomorrow, it's about finding a full group effort, understanding your job and taking pride in your job.
Special teams, you guys had a pretty solid night penalty kill-wise. They did get the power play goal there in the third that you talked about. But the power play starts fast and then kind of went cold there. And just in terms of getting the results, you know, getting the puck home. But, you know, you had a lot of tries there tonight. What do you think? Again, I know we've talked about it in the past, but what do you think needs to change for that power play to get clicking?
Well, getting Shane back helps. And, you know, credit to Tri-City. They brought a ton of pressure. The biggest thing for us is we have to allow the puck to do the work. And where we get jammed up at times is where it looks like we're surprised by pressure. And you know, most teams in this league are going to bring pressure on the penalty kill, in zone and up ice. It's about working both directions. It's about outworking the penalty kill, and being ready for that pressure. And the way you beat pressure is you make 3 good tape-to-tape passes. And once you're able to do that, now you start to find seams and find shooting lanes. And you know, that's where I thought at times we did a good job of it tonight, and at times we held on to it too long waiting for the perfect play when we just got to use our release options, get that puck moving, and start to settle that penalty kill down.
All right, Coach, as always, we appreciate the time, and we look forward to talking to you tomorrow.
Thank you.